Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest.
Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. I am your Crypto Father, and in today's video I'll be talking a little bit about what's happening in South Korea in the world of taxation, because that needs to be discussed because people can't get their shit together here. So make sure to smash up the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel, of course, stick around till the very end so you don't miss any of the details. I'll be covering some of the articles that are a bit convoluted because, as always, the Korean gov can't really wrap their heads around what crypto is and how it works. And I mean, this is not unique to the Korean government. I mean, all governments across the board, I think, with the exception of El Salvador, I think, seem to be struggling with it. Do consider subscribing to the channel, becoming a member if you are keen on that. If you feel generous, then you can become a crypto cat or a crypto kitten, and for a very small price you help me to continue create more content on the channel. Quick look at the coin at CoinGecko. We've got a $2.6 trillion market cap right now overall for the crypto world. $100 billion in trading volume, that is on the up. A lot of liquidations occurred. Bitcoin is presently at $68,000. Everything's in the red. Strange. A minute ago everything was in the green, and I guess after the announcement by Jerome Powell of the SEC, of the Federal Reserve rather, things seem to be going south again. We'll see how long Bitcoin remains at $68,000, but that's where it's right now. Ethereum is at $3,500. BNB is staying strong above $620. Solana dipped to 140 and a bit, I believe, earlier yesterday, but it's at $155 right now. Cardano still on 11th place at 43 cents, despite the most recent announcement by Charles Hoskinson about the new upgrades, or the new upgrade that is supposed to be coming. Not much is happening on that horizon here for Cardano. So the article that that triggered this particular episode, this particular video, was this one here. Uncertainty looms as crypto taxation begins next year. And so the Korean officials continue to trying to fumble their way through the establishment of proper taxation rules for the crypto world, because, you know, this is a very new industry, a very new investment class. And so I keep saying it time and time again, you know, Bitcoin has been around for I guess 15 years now, since 2009, so about 15 years, but I continue to say that this is a very fresh, very new industry, and the fact that most governments still can't wrap their heads around how to properly tax it, how to regulate it, just goes to show how far removed we are from proper adoption and globally, on a global scale. Financial industry officials and investors are expressing concerns about the taxation on cryptocurrency scheduled to begin next year, noting that the country has yet to establish the relevant legal framework. They argue that a lack of preparedness will lead to confusion among investors and tax authorities, compounded by the challenges of taxing highly volatile digital assets. The measure entails a 22% tax on profits from cryptocurrency trades exceeding 2.5 million won, which is about 1,813 US dollars, in a one-year period. Since virtual assets are not classified as financial products in Korea, they will be taxed as other income and not as financial investment income. The tax will cover profits not only from trading but also from various crypto activities such as mining, airdrops, hard forks, and staking. So basically the government wants to get their claws into anything that generates revenue for people here. They want a cut of it, because why the heck not? This is the best example of gangsters hard at work. Like, who does that? Gangsters do it, mafia does it. Whenever they see somebody benefiting, somebody profiting of whatever they do, mafia and gangsters, the mafiosos, the gangsters go in and try to get a cut of those profits. So if you want to talk about scams, the governments and their taxation laws and taxation practices are the biggest scam out there. It was originally planned to be implemented in January of 2022. However, the lack of an adequate taxation system and rules on investor protection delayed the enforcement until January 2025. So it's been 3 years and they still can't get their things together. It's still completely unclear on how to categorize, how to monitor, and how to control taxation, how to deal with taxation on crypto assets. Even after 2 years, industry insiders and investors believe that uncertainties have not been sufficiently addressed to start taxing next year. There is criticism that unlike the stock market, specific guidelines or legal frameworks have not yet been established for virtual assets. A public petition was submitted to the National Assembly requesting a delay in cryptocurrency taxation. If taxes are imposed without proper preparation, many coin investors could migrate to exchanges overseas. The applicant wrote to the Assembly's online petition platform. Please consider postponing the taxation for 2 more years and thoroughly examine potential issues before proceeding with it. So this is kind of a warning, I guess, because there is a lot of money that is being held by Korean crypto exchanges. Maybe not Corbit. Corbit is horrible. It's got absolutely no liquidity. I tried to trade some Ethereum just the other day and is literally trades of 0.02. There is like no liquidity on Corbit. Nonetheless, this petition basically warned the government that if the government doesn't get their shit together, if they try to tax improperly, especially with 22%, when the taxation on a stock market, the Korean stock market, I think doesn't take place until an individual hits 50,000 won or 50 million won in annual profits, while the proposed taxation on crypto assets or on crypto is 22% on 2.5 million won, which is a significantly lower number than that on the regular stock. However, the petition expired automatically when the 21st Assembly ended its term on May 29th. With less than 6 months remaining until implementation, discussions have returned to square one, which means nothing has been accomplished. Another problem is that cryptocurrency experiences high price volatility and is more frequently traded compared to other assets. When using decentralized exchanges on the blockchain, tracking the initial acquisition price can be challenging. Additionally, if transactions pass through multiple exchanges, including ones overseas, it becomes complicated as digital wallet addresses and transaction histories must be collected individually from each exchange. The burden of proving tax liability can be passed on to investors under the current plan. Basically, it's possible that the government could say, you have to pay taxes, it's 22%, and you take care of it. And if you choose to send your crypto to 15 different exchanges, then you need to make sure to collect the information from those 15 different exchanges and provide that info on your tax forms. Domestic exchanges are also concerned about a potential exodus of investors to evade taxes. The current plan would solely rely on voluntary reporting by investors, as overseas exchanges operators are unlikely to fully cooperate with Korean tax authorities because they make absolutely no sense and is just a mishmash of people wanting to get their cut of money that doesn't belong to them. And that is very typical of Korea. Kim Kabli, that's an interesting name, Kabli, head of the Korea Capital Market Institute's Financial Law Center, urged the government to announce detailed taxation guidelines to avoid market confusion. To improve tax compliance rates and the quality of related tax services, the public sector needs to establish an efficient virtual asset taxation system, while the private sector should release more user-friendly virtual asset tax calculation programs, Kim said. Enhancing such infrastructure requires increasing the rationality and predictability of the tax system through clear guidelines, which suggests that there is none of it. There is no rationality and no predictability in how taxes are regulated in South Korea. Clear as day. The taxation laws in South Korea make no sense. And when you look at some of the other articles that came out over the past month, South Korea weighs crypto tax obligation amid new income tax regime. This was posted on January 18, 2024. The debate was on whether to scrap tax on financial assets, on gains from financial assets, but crypto is not considered a financial asset in South Korea. And so the goal, I think, is to kind of sidetrack that. And while people and assemblies are calling for the abolition of income tax on financial assets, on gains from financial assets, some are proposing the idea that crypto is not a financial asset, therefore it does not fall under the same category, taxation category, as other financial assets, and thus does not need to be scrapped with the rest of it. The country's crypto tax regime is set to take effect on January 1st, 2025, and so it's the same suggestion. South Korean ruling party pledges 2-year delay for crypto tax as election looms. So this was the People Power Party, which is the present president is part of the People Power Party, and so they were suggesting that they were going to push crypto tax, delay it for another 2 years. And of course that didn't solidify because they remain in power, and so those promises are irrelevant. The PPP, South Korea's ruling party, has started a push to delay crypto gain taxes for another 2 years as part of its campaign promises for the upcoming general election in April. The political party shared its stance that creating a general framework for crypto is a must before diving into taxation. And so there isn't one. There is no framework, not even a general one. Forget specifics. There's not even a general framework for how to tax crypto, but yet these people can't stand the fact that profits are being made and they don't get a cut of it. Gangsters in the making. The party believes that taxing crypto should only be possible once this base framework has been established. Rightly so. The representative from the party also highlighted that the tax base has not yet been established. Unlike the stock exchange, the official explained that no entities are mandated to oversee crypto transactions. Wow. The party believes 2 years is necessary to establish such a system. The ruling party official also said that taxation should protect the country's property and the lives of its citizens, stating that some aspects of the government have neglected the crypto market so far. And again, they continue to push for tax, even though nothing's been taken care of. So basically, they have people sitting on the sidelines going, yeah, you're making profits, we're going to take a cut of it. There is no oversight, you just give us 22%. This is seriously gangster mentality. The plan to tax crypto trading profits was announced back in January 21. With the taxation rules, crypto investors who record gains exceeding 2.5, so it's the same regulation. It was 20% tax, now it's 22. The set threshold is significantly lower than that of stocks, where only over 50 million won, around 37,000 in gains, will be taxed. So in stocks, when you make a profit of 50 million won in a year, which is 37,000 US dollars, then you are taxed. But on crypto, they're planning to do it for 2.5 million won, because I guess people are not making the same gains on stocks than they are on crypto. Crypto is traded a lot more frequently, and I guess more gains are being made on crypto, particularly now since it is a very new market. And now, since the bull run, we're in the middle of a bull run, it makes perfect sense to tax now because the gains could be massive. And so the government, without any proper regulations in place, without anything established, no I guess they don't have any regulatory body. No, like it says here that there's no people, there's not even one person who is in charge of a government body regulating cryptocurrencies, yet they want the money that is going to come in the next bull run. It's unbelievable. The stupidity of it and the incompetency of it is just shocking. The papers posted an article just 2 days ago. The South Korean considers eliminating crypto tax laws. South Korean MPs will vote on proposals that could scrap a proposed tax on certain forms of conventional financial investments. However, some have argued that such a move would discriminate against investors in other assets like stocks and crypto. MPs must decide whether and when to implement the virtual asset income taxation system in conjunction with their discussions about the conventional financial investment tax. Legislative Research Service noted that some believe virtual assets are investment-focused assets like stocks. It is It elaborated that lawmakers need to consider tax parity and fairness if they decide to establish a conventional financial investment tax. One could argue that the crypto tax should also be postponed or abolished. Previously, lawmakers voted to delay the implementation of a flat rate 20% tax on crypto-related income exceeding 2.5 million won per year. MPs under pressure to delay or cancel crypto tax. Basically, early in 2024, the PPP party promised voters it would delay to roll out for 2 further years. The party was roundly defeated, however, and so that didn't happen. But politicians have found themselves under fresh pressure to ditch the tax regardless. In January 2024, a senior Ministry of Economic and Finance official said the National Assembly should discuss whether it should ditch the tax. The official said lawmakers should consider including crypto on a list of tax-free financial investments. As it stands, the law would require crypto traders to start logging their profits on January 1st, 2025. They would then need to report and pay taxes on these profits by May of the following year. So that's what it stands at right now. What's going to happen is very unclear in regards to the crypto taxes here in South Korea. But right now, it looks to be a complete mess. There is no proper oversight. Nothing has been done over the past 3 years. Nothing has been done in order to establish clear set guidelines. Based on what I've just read to you, nothing has been done over the past 3 years that led to the establishment of clear guidelines. Not even in the way of assigning individuals to take care of these things, because the Korean government, or any government, is staffed with people who are older than me and have zero clue about digital assets. Just like somebody said in regards to Joe Biden. Joe Biden still thinks that cryptocurrencies is a board game. That's pretty much the sentiment. The only thing these people see are dollar signs. They understand that crypto makes money, but they understand nothing else beyond that. And with that in mind, they want to have a cut of those profits without trying to understand, without trying to wrap their heads around the complexities to manage cryptocurrencies and to tax it properly. So it's just a mess. Like everything else is a mess when it comes to the legal system in South Korea. This is not the only instance. The Korean legal system is completely outdated. Most of it is based on the Japanese legal system, which was implemented during the colonial rule here in South Korea, and very little has changed. And it most likely will not, because it's just too much. The people, I don't know, I get the feeling that people just can't. They can't get together and reason out the logic behind changing rules. And if it's working, even if it's half-assed, let's just let it roll. So what's going to happen? It could be that we're going to see the tax implemented, but my guess is that it's going to be, because of the fact that it's a complete mess. If it gets implemented in 2025, most of the crypto will move out of Korea. You will see crypto exchanges being drained because people will move their assets outside of South Korea, or it will be scrapped altogether for another year, or for 2 years, or who knows. So that's the scoop. Make sure to smash up the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel. If you are feeling generous, then do consider joining the channel, becoming a crypto cat or a crypto kitten. You can do that by going to the Crypto Father channel and hitting that little join button right here. That'll take you here. You can become a crypto cat, crypto kitten. You get all the perks, little badges and stuff, all that stuff. You get early access to videos if you become a crypto cat, shout outs, and of course community updates. But most importantly, due to the relatively small size of the channel, this is just simply to help me continue providing you more content, just to support the channel, support me in what I do, and hopefully push the channel to greater heights, with the hope of providing more in the membership section. Whatever you do, share the content. That's probably even more important than becoming a member. I will see you in the next video. Peace.